Hello everyone, Dragon here, and welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be reading a visual novel here called, it's called Brok, Natal, A New Christmas. So, this is based off of the Brok the Investigator game, and they say, like, you don't have to play the main game first to do this one. You can just literally do this whenever, just whatever you want. So, basically, I have tried the game before, and I don't know, it was kind of confusing to me. So, I just tried it like one time, and I just didn't continue it again. So, and now we are going to be reading a visual novel based off of this game, this is like some sort of Christmas visual novel, pretty much, of the Brok the Investigator characters in here, pretty much. So, anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and read this visual novel here. Let's go ahead and get started. Natal, A New Christmas, for Brok the Investigator. My name is Graf Filch. I'm a cat and I'm 15 years old. I always try my best, although I'm often depressed, even compared to your average teenager. Doing your best isn't always enough. Life constantly gets in the way. That's what I feel, at least, having already lost both my parents. So, I am an orphan, or I would be if not for that weird reptile investigator named Brok. He's cool enough, I guess, as for a legal guardian go. However, I'm at least thankful to study at the Coveted Consciousness Center in the slums. Wait, why am I thinking of studies? Why can't I have a nice dream for once? Why is it always about, hey, Graf, wake up. Oh, hi, Ott. Hey, Graf, stayed up last night, right? Good guess. Good guess. It's so crowded, it looks like the whole class is here. Yep, the director's about to make an announcement. Too bad there's only 4 chairs, everyone else has to stand up. We're so privileged. We would be if he wasn't in our group. Clay? Easy to pull strings when you're the director's only son. Still, that shouldn't stop him from being nicer. Better avoid contact with him. Hey, I'll pretend I didn't hear you guys. Well, the others aren't following the specific courses to become drummers. I don't get it. Who wouldn't want the opportunity to live safe under the dome instead of this? This crappy land, pretty much. Hey, since when are you two so base? I thought you were pretending not to hear us. We won't be stuck here that much longer, just a few more months, and we'll finally have our place. Hopefully. Oh, come on, show some enthusiasm. Your evaluations are consistently great. Better than mine anyway. You'll pass, Ott. You can't know that. I know you. Shut up, guys. The director is here. Dear students of Consciousness Center S1, as you know, tomorrow is Natal Untail, the supreme holiday of Atlasia. Celebrating our traditions is important in our society. It is a mark of your integrate. Oh God, I cannot talk. It is a mark of your integration and proof of your desire to combine your skills into a unified whole, the collective intelligence. Therefore, it has been decided that this year would be special. Special? How? You'll be evaluated on your... Okay, whatever that said. Jabber should have seen it coming. Silence! Ouch, my ears. Good thing she doesn't use that shriek often. As I was saying, you'll be evaluated to ensure the proper execution of the celebration. Do not worry, only a score of 0 in your evaluation would get you eliminated. Let me remind you the grand meaning of Natal entail. Efficiency, accuracy, and individuality. These are the 3 words you should strive for. Starting from teenage and until adult age on Natal Untail Day, you must earn enough to pay for 1 item. Your money, or more precisely, your Unis accounts, are reset to 0. Parent and friend transfers are strictly controlled. It can't be relatives of your school friends either. Too bad for you, Clay. No cheating this time. I don't need that. Terry. Sorry. This single item must be a precious gift to yourself. The best gift you could ever want, with a value within the limits of what you've earned. This tradition allows you a preliminary experience to find your usefulness in society. Your motivation to earn something good should shine through your work. What if I don't need anything? This is good. Sparing Earth's resources will always be rewarded. Easy peasy. Loophole found. Except during the special day. Darn. Everyone needs something. Listen to your inner self. In ancient times, citizens celebrated Natal Untail in a very different fashion. They purchased presents for family and friends. From a flower pot to a new me system, anything physical could serve as a present. They also spend countless amounts of valuable energy on lighting for decorations. The direct benefits on humans were vastly underwhelming when put into relation with their immense waste of energy. While good for the economy, it contributed to further degradation of the planet, and we suffer the effects to this very day. Our land cannot afford us being irresponsible anymore. Yeah, right, as if the drummers aren't still wasting resources buying stupid things. Finally, the big family and friend reunions they organized often resulted in arguments. What started as a monument of joy ended all too often in depression and breakups. A few centuries ago, the tradition was in danger of being abandoned altogether. The government in place decided to take substantial changes to accommodate the current situation of the country and rectified every aspect. Now it was focused on the individual self and real needs, more suitable both for you and your environment. Is that clear to all of you? So, you have until tomorrow evening to earn units through labor. No friends or family involved. Find your own job today. Then buy yourself the best gift you can think of. Please read and respect the rules. A copy has been sent to your phones. Disqualification could result in your eviction. It is not worth trying to cheat the system. Again, keep in mind accuracy, efficiency, and individuality. It must be something personal and useful to you. Any questions? Can we access the drums to find a job or purchase the gift? Sorry, only the slums. Of course. Anyone else? Good, we'll meet again here in the evening. Students, please leave the facility now. So I guess NATO Untail is their version of Christmas, I guess. Great. With everything that's been happening lately, I don't have a clue where to even look for a job. Same for me, really. We have a bad leak from the rainstorm yesterday. I was supposed to help Mom and Dad fix it, but studies are the priority. I could tell Brok to come help. Nah, you know my dad. He's too proud to have help. Bye, suckers. Where are you going, Clay? Just so I know what corner of the slums to avoid. Then it'll be my pleasure to not tell you. Ugh. Typical. Hey, how about going together? Sorry, the rules are clear. We need to do this on our own. Besides, I'm still worried about our apartment, so I was gonna stop there first anyway. Alright. Later, Ot. 3034. 0 uni. Or is it uni? Huh, I guess I zoned out. I'm already back at my apartment. Let's see those ads. Looking for a trash collector and residue cleaner at the old structure. Ugh, no. Hairdresser assistant. That one's too far. And this one... Oof! Brok, watch out! You almost ran me over. Sorry, I thought you were at school. Not school, consciousness center. Yeah. What you doing here? What day is it? Huh? Oh, yeah, that thing for narcissistic drummers. Natal Until isn't narcissistic and it's for everyone. The goal is to elevate ourselves in society, and you're smart, son, don't buy into that crap. Anyway, I gotta fly. That door won't fix itself, and I am already late, so my client's gonna kill me. Wanna come? We're supposed to find our jobs by ourselves. You can always keep me company on the road. Nothing like going out in the streets to land a gig. Keep both of your feline eyes wide open. Alright. What's wrong? I don't know. I have the shivers. It's getting colder this season. Well, sort of. Hey, maybe we'll get snow this year. Snow? You don't remember? Once in a while, when the temperature gets low enough, water particles in the air change into ice. Then they fall from the sky, forming little crystals that pile up into white powder. Sounds like sand rains. Yeah, but less threatening and much prettier. I would love to see that. I wish you could. Alasia hasn't seen snow in years. Used to be more often. You must have... Roar in the distance. What was that? Nothing good, I assume. But hey, that's life in the slums. Let's just press on and... That's Shay. Who? Hey, what's up? Okay. Seems urgent. Gotta go. But hey, I was supposed to... Remember, keep both eyes open. There he goes. He runs pretty fast, all things considered. No point staying here. I wandered around the streets. Near the edges of crumbling underground housings, I encountered toddlers playing in the sand with what I'll simply describe as trash. Adults busy running around, others with a dazed smile, as if they took drugs and weren't in their right minds. In any case, nobody paid attention to me, and I seriously doubted they had anything to offer me. But eventually... Great, already in the poorest area. That decomposing stench of garbage doesn't lie. There goes all my chances of making any money. Hello, young man. Hello. Aren't you one of those believers? Oh, yes. I am currently setting up my stall. Natal Tale is a crucial day for all of us. And for your business, I bet. Admittedly, yes. Let's praise the Almighty for this opportunity to help us celebrate His birth once more. His birth? Wait, did you say Natal Tale? Oh my, it appears you're lacking untalism lessons. I dozed off during those. Well, it's never too late. What would you say about helping me clean and install my articles while I'll read you some untailed pages? Would I would I earn something? I'm actually looking for a job. Talai whatever that was. All young lads are following the new Natal Until tradition. How about this? I'll give you 10 units for each client that comes and buys something. That's a risk that nobody comes and buys this junk. I mean, who would? Think about it. The better you install and decorate, the cleaner the stall, and the more chances someone will buy. Your motivation will be indirectly rewarded. I guess so. You'll do a fine job. Our protector always rewards the youth. I may regret this. Alrighty then. I started helping with the stall. I had no idea what I was doing, but I tried my best. Meanwhile, the lady started telling me more about her interpretation of the old tradition, which got me intrigued. Natal was all about love and sharing. Each year, children impatiently waited for this special day. Parents would cut a pine tree and place it in the center of their home, like a Christmas tree. Oh, so is that why you're selling little trees? Yes, aren't they cute? A little. They decorated them with little balls and garlands, but the beauty came from the tree itself. Oh, and those snow globes. They capture how it was like, comfy and warm at home when it was freezing and snowing outside. And when you shake them, I see. So that's snow. Kids loved making snowmen when they were lucky enough to get snow. Lucky ones indeed. Santail was a magical entity wearing red, looking like an old bear with a white beard. It is said that the Untail sends him to Earth once every year to bring joy to children around the world. At midnight, he enters homes to drop his presents around the pine tree while everyone is asleep. Wouldn't that be privacy violation? Was he actually a thief? Not at all. Nobody minded, as he was a benevolent spirit who would never harm anyone. And if kids hung little socks on their chimney, Sandtail put candies in them. What a swell guy. The next morning, children would gather up and open their presents with all their family. Tell me, what magic is there about buying your own gift? Well, plain logic, no one but me could get the best present for myself. You'd be surprised. Sometimes your closest friends and family can know yourself better than you do. Children sent Sandtail a list of the gifts they wanted the most, of course, but he never needed it. Sandtail always knew what was best. Huh, sounds like a god. Of a sort. But that misses the point. It wasn't all about the gifts. Sharing time with loved ones was the most important thing. It is incorrect to say Natal Until as our Lord and Savior was actually born with a tail. I understand the motivation behind the new tradition, but it makes me sad. We've deviated so much from the original spirits. I am convinced all those changes are the reason why we haven't seen Santail for so long. You know, miracles do happen. I was wishing for help this morning, and here you are. That's not even a coincidence, much less a miracle. All of us students are looking for a job today. If you say so, personally I believe. If you wish for something hard enough, it can happen. Right. If it's that easy, I guess I'll try something. So, little trees, snow globes, Santail statues, decorations, and I assume those little packages are presents. You're selling all the symbols from the old tradition. I am. That's pretty. I'll take some pictures. Want to show to all my friends. I mean, my friend. Feel free. Shutter sound. The golden Santail statue is gorgeous, isn't it? This is the highlight of my stand. It is invaluable, so I always keep it close to me. Please look after it. Sure. Hey, looks like we have our first client. Hello, sir. Would you like anything? Just looking. Just looking. We don't often get religious stalls around here. Where's your church? Oh, it's not mine. I'm the pastoral assistant. It's just a bit further down this street. I see. Well, good luck. Denite? Too bad. They didn't buy anything. Have faith. More people will notice. You did a wonderful job. Let's hope so. 3 hours later, we did get a few buyers. Good enough to earn me 60 units. I was cleaning the stand again. Powder used to simulate snow had spread messily on the table. When... Excuse me, what was that? Hey, that woman, she bumped right into me. Oh no, my golden sandtail, she's stolen it. What? I told you to look after it. What did you do? I put it to the side of the table to clean. I could still see the thief, so I sprinted straight ahead. Luckily, I'm a cat and she was a hippo. I managed to catch up to her and, without thinking, tackled her. Arg! The situation wasn't pretty. She fell onto a rock and her leg was bleeding. Nothing too serious, thankfully, but I felt responsible anyway. I'm sorry, No, this wasn't the time for an apology. Where was that valuable statue? Before I could set my eyes on it, a shadow crept behind me. The overwhelming shadow of a policeman bear. What's going on here? Sir, she stole that. The bear had already retrieved the statue. Judging from the thickness of those arms, none of us would ever be able to snatch it from him, that was for sure. Not that I wanted to, I needed money, but stealing was out of the question. He forcefully brought us both back to the merchant, who was relieved. For a short while, anyway. Achoo! Oh no, here comes my allergies again. So this is yours. Danete, Danate. The Almighty shall find a way to honor you on this holy day. Can't believe I was caught by a kitten. A sudden pat on my shoulder made me shiver. Good job, boy. I moved away instantly to avoid his touch. He didn't understand why, and to be frank, I didn't either. A part of me truly appreciated the big, comforting paw on my shoulder. No, it was more than that. It was exactly what I needed at this moment. Yet another part of me screamed deep inside. This was out of my control. Achoo! Hey, madam. Yes, good sir? This stall of yours, it was declared. This part of the slum's not supposed to have merchants. Well, I mean... Clearly her business wasn't in order. Need to check all of this with the chief. Gonna take a while. Everyone stay. I didn't let him finish. This was my call to scamper off like a scolded cat. Hey, boy, wait. Achoo! Oh, I'm so tired today. If only I had a colleague or a friend. The clock was ticking. There was no way I could afford to waste the rest of my day here. I felt terrible. That was a disaster. I was responsible for the statue getting stolen in the first place. I didn't even think when I moved it. I accidentally hurt someone. A thief, yes, but the sight of her blood was still fresh in my mind. I hated it. I ran away from a police officer. What will that bear do if I run into him again? And in the end, I may have caused trouble to the untailed believer who was nice enough to me. All I had was 6 units. I couldn't hope to purchase anything worthwhile with such a pitiful amount. Without thinking, my legs led me back in front of my building. It didn't take me long to figure out what was coming next. Oops. My name is Brok. Just Brok. I'm a self-proclaimed investigator. Although most of my day routine consists of odd jobs, helping people in need of exchange for a few units in best cases. Been living all my life in the slums, so that helps. Well, except for a few months, but I don't really want to dwell on that. We may not have much over here, but we're doing what we can to survive and help each other. We're certainly not as stuck up as drummers. The dome is nothing more than a bubble of comfort that they're stuck in, ignoring reality. It was suitable for some, not for me. Anyway, I was going to Shay's garage, one of my childhood friends. We ran into each other just a few years ago and have kept up since then. She's a bit on the crazy side, and that muffled call worried me. Ooh, excuse me. Ugh, no wonder she's so isolated out here. I'll never get used to the stench of that lake. The door is open. Good or bad sign? Shay? Shay? Where are you hiding? Oh, that pile of crates. Old clothes and wires? I thought you had an emergency. This is an emergency. I'm stuck. Oh, sorry if I couldn't tell. You're always half hidden under stuff, busy with something. Cut the nonsense and get me out! It took some effort to get her free. Phew. Alright, great. Back to work. What? I came all the way here and that's all I get? Look, that was a particularly unpleasant situation. I'm not in the mood. Shay! She glanced towards me for the first time and suddenly her attitude changed. Oh, God. What? What? Nothing. I just remembered why I avoided looking at you. You did? Because then I can never refuse you anything. My handsome hero. Always here to save me with those big, strong arms. Don't overdo it. I just thought you'd want to chat, like normal people do. Exactly, normal people. Shay resumed work. Some days I wonder why I'm even your friend. You can't resist a company of individuals who are your polar opposite. Do you mind at least explaining how you got stuck like a fly on a sticky tape? Oh, alright. Suddenly a certain acquaintance barged in, accompanied by a range of police tripods. What the, Wes? That's Commissioner Wes for you, pork. Considering your presence here, all my suspicions of shenanigans going on in this garage were well founded. 1 minute, all allocated for the individuals to fail to explain themselves. The explosion? Shay, it was you? A minor oopsie. I was working on my cannon burst and I fed it with Zing 31 instead of Zing 21. I misread the instructions the old Shay gave me. Anyone could make that mistake. Talking to yourself in third person again, huh? Cannon burst. Our database does not find any record. Well, duh, that's the first one in this timeline. Basically, feed the cannon with any material and it will multiply it into thousands of nanoparticles in the air. For instance, you could put water inside and you get instant rain. Isn't that cool? What would you even need that for? For my thermometer. The statement from the individual with aqua-colored feathers only makes sense at a 3% degree. Uh-huh. I'm too old to care. Let me just confiscate it and call it a day. Agents? Yes, sir? They're out of sight. Good riddance. I still wonder who built that bot. Why do you care? I mean, it was a pretty advanced one. Looked just like your standard tribot to me. You can't be serious. Guess you're right. Me and technology are like water and sand. Incompatible. The expression is water and oil, though that works too. I'll have to install a security system to prevent intrusions like that in the future. Or maybe just don't do illegal stuff. Nah, a security system is easier and way more exciting. Whatever. Here, take this. Wait, what? Another gun? My prototype. It's a bust. I'll work out my gravitation particle system differently. Kids can have fun with it. Say, the gun is nice and all, but that doesn't sound super appropriate. but that makes me think. I'd love to give something nice to Graf. He's always so stressed out. What does he love and is missing the most from his life? Let's see. He loves electronic doodads and his school friend, forgot his name. Like maybe something he could use to play with him from a distance? Does something like that even exist? Ugh, a computer, Brok. You just described a computer. Oh, right. Got one? Yep, got that one from the lake. It was starting to leak and pollute it. Still in working condition, though. Ew. If you don't mind the fightiness, I'll clean it. Suit yourself. Consider this a gift for helping me out. Thanks. Now you're more like the Shay I know. What time is it? 3 p.m. Oh god, I'm super late. My client's gonna kill me. Hopefully not. That would be inconvenient. See ya. Insert any material and it'll multiply in the air. How about ice? This can make for a handy weapon. That looks like it says ought. Yep, that was right. My name is Ott. I have been a citizen of the slums my whole life. I have misogynous syndrome. In other words, I inherited a specific combination of recessive genes from both of my parents, forming a genetical anomaly. Usually, children have dominant genes from just one of their parents, so that species expresses itself. Me? Both species express themselves. I'm a mixed breed. Due to this, I've been mocked, thrown aside, and got called a lot of things in my life. Most words I wouldn't dare to repeat. Lately, people say I look like cake. Probably the weirdest, but at least it's not as offensive as usual. Slummers can't stand or understand being different. Anything they're not used to is treated as illness and they see it as ugly. I don't know if I can blame them, but it still hurts. Besides my parents, I don't have many friends who accept me the way I am. Will it be the same when I become an official resident of the Dome? I guess we'll see. But first, today, I need to find a job. The main border passed. The place that separates our world from theirs. Oh no, how can I expect to earn units when there's no one here? No, actually, there is someone, or rather, something. Hello? Please, do not mind me. I am working. Oh, I see. You're managing those packages, right? Well, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Looking for packages? No, work. In all these years, no human had asked me. You look happy. I am. Good. So, how could I help? Looks like all you do is press those buttons, right? Yes, let me think. How about sharing? Like splitting the tasks? You do the bottom left packages. I handle the top and the right ones. Sounds good. Although I need to earn some units. Oh, I do not make any money. I am just an old robot. I cannot even remember for what purpose I was created. My memory was formatted about a decade ago. I am sorry. It's okay. I'm still willing to help for a bit. You would do that? For me? Well, if it makes you happy, then why not? What's her name? I am Bolt. Glad to meet you, Bolt. I'm Ott. Oh, you do look very attractive. Uh, no, I mean Ott. OTT. Is that so? My processor cannot handle all humans' languages subtleties. Should we start then? I helped Bot. Oh my god. I helped Bolt for 2 hours. He told me about his technical capabilities, how he was made for this one specific task, his fear of being replaced, and his battery running out. On my end, I told him everything about myself, about Natal Untail, and how it was a special day. I know he was just a processor unit, but I still kind of felt bad for him in a convoluted way. I felt closer to him than with most humans. That's just like me, having more fun with a robot over other teenagers. Despite the monotonous work, it was a fun time. Too much time. I promised him to do it again someday, but I was not earning any money. So I left and watched the border. I stayed there, lost in thought. Suddenly, Bolt called out for me. I have good news. While you were away, I checked the manual. There is a mode to turn units through cashback. Only 0.01 uni per package delivered since the start of the day. In total, I have sent you 40 units. Oh wow, thank you so much, Bolt. I was helpful? Very. I am glad. But I have to go now. Time to buy myself something before it's too late. I understand. Happy Needle and Tail. Goodbye, friend. After the Untail Believer incident, I was back in front of my apartment. I had. Oh, wait, is this Graph? I had a sinking feeling that I was being followed, and it didn't take long to confirm I was. Oh, yeah, we're back to Graph. Hello, kitty. Don't move. I can defend myself. No, you got it wrong. I need your help. Hey, aren't you a rat? No, wait, you're a squealer. Those banned former activists I've heard about. Of course not. I'm a mouse. Rats don't have a mustache. See? Er, but like them, I'm homeless. Sleeping on the floor is making my back ache. When drummers throw away their old mattresses, they're sorted out and fall into that landfill over there. Other slummers are watching over this spot to grab them and do some fishy business. Thankfully, today there are several mattresses available. A lucky day. But I can't access this area without being chased by drones. See, I may have done one or two bad things, or thought so. No, please don't leave! I'd be forever indebted to you if you could get me one. How do I know you're not going to use it for trafficking like you mentioned? Simple. Look. The rat showed me his back. He wasn't lying, judging by the various bruises. Although I wondered if they were reality. Oh my god, I need to drink some water. Although I wondered if they were really caused by just uncomfortable conditions. 100 units. That's all the units I have on this coupon. In the situation I was in, I decided it was worth a shot. Hopefully I wouldn't regret it. Deal. Ugh. Deal. Yes! I'll be waiting here at this exact spot. Thanks, little fella. He stayed in the shadows. Clearly he didn't want to take any risks. One thing was for sure, I was acting far from my comfort zone today. Was this what the director intended? I had to go through a barbed wire fence to access the landfill. Proof that I wasn't the first one to cross. A massive hole had been cut with pliers, and I was secretly thankful to this anonymous robber. I picked a small mattress, at least that'd be easier to carry. Oof, that's still really heavy though. At my own pace, I was slowly getting back when... Unauthorized squealer citizen, you are banned under Regulation 1B of the Triangle. Oh no! I was right, he was a squealer. The rat started to flee, but it was too late, and there was nowhere to hide. The flying apparatus of death was about to shoot. By instinct, I threw a rock at it. I missed, but the drone noticed. So I threw myself under the mattress. Silly idea, but maybe, just maybe, it could protect me enough. I waited, expecting to feel a sudden warmth on my skin, followed by excruciating pain, but it never came. I heard the drone fly away. Getting out of my hiding place, there was neither drone nor rat visible. He managed to escape. Somehow, even though he was the one bringing me into this mess, the way it all ended gave me an odd feeling of joy mixed with sadness deep within my chest. And then the realization came to me. Great. I just broke the law and earned absolutely nothing from it. Then why didn't it bother me more? The sun was starting to set. 30 minutes, that's all the time I had left. Crap. Quick, Graf, what's the closest store you can think of? I was starting to run. My mind could not focus. My mouth was getting dry and my lungs on the verge of giving out. So much had happened and my brain could hardly control my movements anymore. I made a wish that I would not get a 0 for failing to complete the task. In 15 minutes, I arrived in the busy part of the slums and could finally breathe. The bazaar shop, I was right in front of it, still opened. The owner was looking the other way, which gave me some time to peek through the window. And a cruel awakening. There was nothing under 100 units. Instinctively, my finger went to my phone's contact list. I couldn't let this happen. This was my last chance. I called Brok. Please reply. Please. To no avail. Deep down, I knew this would have been a mistake anyway. The rules prevented it. But that didn't make me any less angry at him, when I really should have been angry at myself. It's over. 10 minutes left. A familiar voice calling me. Graf! Ott, are you? Yeah, I'm here to buy my gift. But he showed me his phone. 40 units. Looks like he didn't have much more luck than I did. I instantly felt angry at myself for the relief that I felt at not being the only one. There's nothing under 100 units. I'm screwed. And so am I. 60 units. We looked at each other. Was this a sign? If we combined both, that's really the only choice. I agree. Let's do it. We entered. Hello, fellas. Hi, Stan. What's wrong, kiddo? What's with that funny look on your face? I remember you. Oh, that's right. Graf, this store. It's where we... Meh, I really don't care. I'm closing up shop. Snap up something or get out. We'll take this. Oh, how cute. This picky looks just like you. Well, better looking, actually. This is a connected money, pig. As far as accuracy and efficiency goes, that should fit the bill, don't you agree? We probably could have gone for something more personal, but in our situation, this will do just fine. It's just 100 units, real bargain. There goes both our money combined. Cash drawer. Thanks, fellas. Now, unless you intend to get something else... no thanks. Then scram! Jeez. Well, it's done. Did not expect this day to be this stressful. You tell me. I'm so hungry I could eat myself. I know what you mean, but we better get back to the cons. We're almost out of time. I'll run home to pick something up real quick, then meet you there. Thanks again, Graf. Without you, I couldn't have done it. Don't mention it. The results. I was on my way to the Consciousness Center. I saw the director talking with Clay and soon heard his familiar whining. Mom! Hey, Mom, you need to listen to me. It was horrible. The customers kept complaining those clothes are... Take this. No, I don't want to. Just hear me out. We've discussed this before, Clay. I'm your mom. You do as I say. Take this pill. I won't. I don't need an antidepressant. I said, take it. Or else. Fine. As I entered the facility, I heard Clay whispering, but I won't. Take a seat, sweetie. Somehow Ott was already there and eating at his desk. He's told me that he runs fast, but now I believe it. So, what you eating? Oats. Plant-based foods, not my... Clay suddenly went past by us, spitting. Everything fine, Clay? Yep, all peachy. My job was amazing. And I got myself a premium Musk of the Lynx perfume. You're a mountain lion, not a lynx. Details. I'm sure you peasants got something boring and cheap like a cardboard box. Mind your own business, Clay. Man, you really need to improve your witty comebacks. He's right, though. Ott! Hey, it wouldn't hurt to learn to defend ourselves. That includes verbally. I'm tired. I can't wait for this day to end. Students, there is no doubt in my mind that you have achieved your goal. It is time for you to celebrate. Does she even have a mind? One by one, you will tell the class about your day and what you brought for yourself. Some celebration that was. I was starting to feel weary. Ott's situation, however, was worse. It'll be our turn soon. Ott? Ott, wake up. Nothing worked. Ott was sleeping like a baby. My stressometer gauge was reaching its limits. He probably had sleep to catch up on. Graph? Yeah? Tell us. What did you do today? And... Silence! Ott's snoring probably was heard from the other side of the slums. I attempted to respond to distract them. I helped an Untail believer set up her stall in a poor sector of the slums. It was full of wonderful looking items. Items from the old tradition. I think so. Please continue. At the end of the day, I didn't have enough units to buy anything worthwhile, but Ott was with me in the same predicament. We did the best thing we could. We combined our money to get this connected piggy bank. As you instructed, it is both useful and efficient. Graph, do you realize what you're saying? Sharing your money with others is forbidden, you idiot. You'll get eliminated, both of you. What? This item, is it yours, or is it for both of you? My cheeks were burning. I was desperately looking at Ott for advice, but it was pointless. I'm asking you again, Graph. Is it yours only? Oh. Yes. Mine only. Sorry. I was just trying to cover him if he couldn't get them. Understood. You pass. However, I'm afraid I have to give an eliminatory 0 to your friend. Uh-oh. That's not good. My mind did not follow the rest of the celebration. I was too busy thinking. I made the most logical decision. I tried hard to convince myself I had to. If I hadn't, we both would have been eliminated. This was for the best. But then I eventually woke up. We're in class. Oh no! My turn passed already? You could totally read my face. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. You don't mean... Yeah, you've been... disqualified. That's... That's not possible. We bought the item together. You told him that, right? But you weren't awake. Wow. And you call him a friend? He's literally lying to you, Chum. Clay! No, let him speak. You've been eliminated because buying an item together is against the rules. Of course you knew. I mean, at least one of you two imbeciles actually read them, right? Shut up, Clay. I don't need you insulting us. It was just a mistake. It's fine, though. Puss here passed. Be a little happy for your friend. Graf, is that true? You lied to the director? To the whole class? And to me? Just so you could pass? It was the only... I suddenly stood from his chair and sprinted through the front door. That split second when I saw his face, it will remain in my memory forever. He was crying. The session wasn't over, but for him that didn't matter. Me, on the other hand, I was on the verge of collapsing. I had caused this. I was fully responsible. I must have looked like a zombie when I left the facility, lifeless and unresponsive. Wow. I went back to my apartment. Empty, of course. Brok hadn't come back. I needed someone to talk to, badly. I attempted to call Brok. Nothing. Busy or out of network, probably. He always had a good excuse. I sent him a message anyway, like throwing a bottle into the sea. The lump in my stomach was widening. It was as if a hole had replaced it. I had failed my best friend, ruined his future. What could I possibly do to fix this? Well, count me out. Cold logic and doing what made sense had gotten me into this mess. There was only one thing I could think to do. I had to. It would only make things worse for me, but that didn't matter. I just have to fail on purpose. Ott wouldn't want me to, but then again, he probably doesn't ever want to be around me again anyway. I was done caring. It didn't matter right now, though. I couldn't move at all. Just an empty shell lying on a bed. My best friend had betrayed me. I would expect this from Clay. Never could trust him. But Graf, who had always been so nice to me, I was still dumbfounded. He was the closest person I've ever been to. I always could trust him with anything, without fear of getting dismissed or laughed at. Whenever I'm close to him, I feel happy, a different sort of joy than what I get from my parents. I didn't want to go back home. Mom and Dad would probably comfort me, but they would also be so disappointed. Instead, I was at the border post, the same area from a few hours earlier. I was contemplating the drums on the other side. It was just decided that I would never access it. Did I really want to go there? Honestly, I had no idea. What mattered to me the most was to be with the people I loved and who loved me in return. I only had one true friend, and I just lost him. Oh, you came back. Hello, Bolt. At least I still have you. My main processor unit is telling me that you look sad. I am. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything you can do about it. Oh, well, I wish you good luck. Wish. Thanks, Bolt. Maybe I'll just do that. You are welcome. At that moment, I heard some noise coming from the border. A group of people was crossing, exiting the dome. Approaching, I realized it was actually a single individual accompanied by a few tribots. A stocky, mustached, middle-aged muskrat. The escort stood close to him as if concerned he was going to slip away. Citizen 451-206-770. You have been expelled under regulation 45A, non-payment for medical invoices totaling 24,590 units, exceeding the maximum debt allowed. Yeah, I'm dying. Tell me something new. I was shocked. Was this how the drums treated citizens? It reminded me of the strict management we had to deal with in the consciousness center. Well, that made sense. Drummers were also running that place. My regret about never becoming a drummer lifted a little. Whatever, I couldn't just stay here and do nothing. Hey, are you kicking this man out because he's dying? Citizen, move. And on this holy day, that's unfair. Hello, my boy. Do not feel concerned about me. Our senses indicate the individual requires an explanation. In order to keep a flourishing state, society has to make the most accurate choices. Curing this man's disease implies refusing to cure other citizens with higher calculated rates of survival. Now, please move. But it's fine. I've accepted my fate. I'll spend the little time I have left with these gnomes. I'll get used to it. Please, don't threaten them, though. Mister, you don't deserve this. I don't care if I just met you. I can see it on your face. You're a nice person. Protocol engaged. Target set. Oh no. 3. Run! Hide yourself! 2. Please, listen to me. I was in danger, but my legs refused to move. Why? Very well. Metal executioners. Even in my poor health, I won't let you harm this innocent boy. The man was in fighting stance, positioning himself right between me and the 3 bots. I swear to protect him until my last breath. At the last minute, the sound of a laser made me jump behind a bench for safety. It was over. I convinced the man was shot. At that instant, I made a wish. The only thing I could do. It was hopeless, of course, but maybe, just maybe, if I wished strong enough. And then I heard the fight. Though I couldn't exactly see what was happening. Not only was he alive, the man clearly had the upper hand. One big military tribal exploded a bit further from me. It was a stupid thought in the moment, but I was thoroughly impressed. What kind of person is able to fight those machines, armed with nothing but their fists? In any case, I was thankful and ashamed I was the cause of this. If this man died because of me, no matter his fatal disease, I could never forgive myself. Thankfully, one last explosion. I come out from under the bench to see what happened. You won! You really won! Haha, it looks like I did. I may have lost strength, but I still have experience. My boy, what you did was pretty reckless. I know. I just wanted to help, and I admire that. You remind me of myself when I was your age. I joined the military and trained every day to protect this land. And now that same society has failed you. We protected the citizens, not the society. Citizens like you. You still can. You saved me, and it was incredible. Thank you so much. No, it's me who should thank you. You made me push my limits to save you. I feel better. And doing a good deed, that's a warm feeling that I still cherish. That's right. Unfortunately, the world doesn't care. We both got expelled on this Natal until day. I failed my assignment at the Consciousness Center and got disqualified, so I can never join the drums now. Oh no. I'm so sorry, my boy. Don't lose hope. You're the one that told me that. I'm not even sure I want it anymore after seeing what they did to you. Don't think like that. Each situation is different. Nothing's ever so black or white in this world. Like everything else, the dome has good and bad aspects. Don't reject it entirely just based on this one incident. I guess you're right. But it's worse. My best friend lied to me. He lied to pass when he really should have. Did he mean to hurt you? Save real quick. Oh my god, I almost spilled my water. Well, not really. It wouldn't have changed anything for me even if he hadn't lied. Did he try his best? He always does. Honestly, I'm not even sure what I would have done in his place. I'm just angry at this whole stupid tradition. Why shouldn't we be able to share our money to help others? Why do we have to do this alone? That's stupid. You're on the right track. Do you want to be his friend still? Yes, more than anything. Then you know what to do. Maybe we owe it to ourselves to keep hoping for a better future. Thank you, mister. Call me Rick. Alright, Rick. I'm Ott. Well, Ott, it's time for me to face my new destiny, as terrible it may be. Wait, aren't you going back? There's no bot to prevent you now. What for? There's nothing left for me under that dome. You, on the other hand, with such a bold and young spirit, could have a bright future there. I'll try. Take care, my boy. Thanks again. I hope we see each other again. Someday. He has a point. Time to do what's right. It's time to apologize to Graf. Or Graf to apologize to Ott. Whichever comes first. I was on my bed. It took a while, but the tears had finally started to pour. I couldn't control myself anymore. Are these really the values we're being taught? Individualism? Only thinking about ourselves? We're supposed to feel good about receiving our own gifts? I didn't. I was alone. Nobody cared for me. I felt terrible. The worst since that accident. That's it. I don't want to go to the drums. They've always meant bad luck for me. So what now? I was recalling today's events in my head, trying to think of the positives. Thanks again, Graf. Without you, I couldn't have done it. No, you're better off without me. Gosh, I even made someone bleed. As usual, trying to do the right thing came back at me like a boomerang. Stop, Graf. Focus. I said positives. And then it dawned on me. The best parts were the ones we weren't forced to do. I loved the old traditions, tale, and all those artifacts. The snow globe, the pine tree, and garlands, they were all so pretty, so inviting, and looking at them relieved my stress. I enjoyed helping that rat. In retrospect, although he lied about his species, he really seemed to need that mattress. Poor guy. I wish I could do something more for him. Wish. If you wish for something hard enough, it can happen. That's right. I don't really know if there's such a god or whatever the Santa is, but please, I'm begging you. I want my friend back. This is the only gift I want. Write it down on my list. This day is meaningless if I have no one to share it with. If I can't be with the one person in the world I need the most, he's always been so kind to me. Just like the Natal tale decorations, a glance at him relieved my worries. We always helped each other with homework. Together. I can't bear thinking he might fade away from my life someday, like a snowflake landing softly on warm skin. Wait, what a weird thought. I don't even know what snow's like. Right when I was laughing at the absurdity of it. Must be Brok. Of course, he forgot to take his key again. Just a sec. Ott! Hi, Graf. I'm sorry. Can we talk? Yes, of course. You know, I get it. It wasn't much of a choice. That still doesn't absolve me from what I did. I'll tell everything to the director. No, you shouldn't, because then I don't want to go to the drums anymore. Not like this, anyway. Not if I had to lie to everyone, including my best friend. Are we? I hope so. Graf, Look, I'll send a message right now. Alright, but promise me, whatever happens, we'll stay friends. Forever. I'll send a message to them. If there's one lesson to learn from all of this, it's that we have to share everything, and that includes the blame. Wow, you read my mind. We should really have read those rules, huh? Yeah, although that wouldn't have changed the outcome. We were both short on money. Well, don't just stand there. Come in. We both wrote a message to the director explaining our day and the reason we did what we did. I knew I had screwed up my future, yet I felt relieved. This was the right thing to do. And sent. It's done. We're both permanent slummers now. Hey, you're smiling. Yeah, wanna know why? It's silly, but I've been told that if you wish for something hard enough, it can materialize. Well, my wish got granted. Did it? Where did you hide your mountain of wealth? You're stupid. Haha. Incidentally, I learned the same thing too. What are the odds it happened to both of us on the same day? Well, the day is far from over. Anything you want to do? You know, I've been thinking. Everything that went wrong was due to one single thing. I know, Natal entail. I hate it. This whole tradition is rotten. Earlier today, I helped an Until believer set up her stall. I took pictures. Look. Wow, that is real pretty. I've never seen anything like it. How about decorating our homes? For real? How do you suggest we even do that? We can't afford to buy all that stuff. Well, I've got some ideas. Come on, it'll be fun. Yeah! Me and Odd rushed to the landfill next to my apartment. We collected junk and we were going to do the best we could with them. With a bunch of bottle caps and wires, we made some improvised garlands. With old light bulbs and strings, we had balls to hang on our future pine tree. No chance we'll ever find a pine tree, though, or any tree for that matter. We may not need to. Ott approached the carcass of an old tribot. What? How could this be? Watch. Ott took one of the spray paints he had given me for an art lesson earlier this year. He painted it green from head to toe. Oh, to make it look like a tree. That's pretty smart. To my surprise, the result was pretty good. We proceeded to insert sticks through various holes so that we could hang our homemade garlands on it later. Thankfully, the internal components had been already removed, so it was light enough to carry around. Ooh, got another idea. With these two ceiling globes of different sizes, I'll put some glue on the base here and spray paint them white. Oh, it's just like a snowman. He's just missing a face, and a nose, and... We carried on like this for an hour. It was one of the happiest moments of my life. How ironic that it came right after one of the worst. We were laughing at each other for all our stupid ideas, and yet the results outshined all our expectations. We brought all of this home when... Huh? Hey kiddos, what are you doing with all this junk? Brok, you're back. That's not junk, it's Natal decorations. Natal... What? Just let us set up everything. Oh no! That reminds me. I need to head home. The flood is fixed. What? Wait, you mean you actually got your message, Graf? As soon as I was done with my client, I dropped by your friend's home. It was easy peasy with the right tools. Well, it's a temporary fix, but it's good enough for now. Graf, I don't know what to say. I had felt so guilty, lost in my thoughts. Sending Brok that message was the least I could do. Thanks, Brok. Don't mention it. Uh, friend of Graf? Ott. Yeah, your parents said they'll need an hour or two to clean up, so you can stay over with us for now. Great. Come on, Ott. Let's set everything up. With the help of Brok, we went even further. We made plenty more to decorate the hall and the front of our building. It was inviting and friendly, like the entrance to a party. All done. Great job, kiddos. This is wonderful. Well, don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel a bit peckish. Unfortunately, it's not like we... Hello? Huh, who's at the door? Hey, hello. Mom? Dad? Is it already time to pick me up? Well, we came by to thank you for saving our day. What a mouth-watering smell. I prepared too many roasted bugs yesterday. With the leak, we had no time to eat properly. Plus, some dessert. I hope you like Paul's pie? Oh man, I love those. I tried to make that pie before, but it was a disaster. You gotta give me your recipe. Sure thing. By the way, what's with all the weird ornaments? Dad, we're celebrating Natal Tale. You mean Natal Untail? Nope, we're doing it the way of the ancients. Oh, how cute. Hey guys, what do you say we all have dinner together? There's not much space left, and not enough seats, but maybe we can scooch the sofa to the table? That's the spirit, Brok. I almost said Dad. Yeah, I learned fast. And this is how we all got to spend the evening together. We took turns and told stories. Ott chose to explain how the best part of his day was helping a robot and a dying man at the border post. I just realized he's homeless now. I should have given him our address. We could have hosted him. Don't feel so bad, son. If what you say is true, you gave him the most precious gift of all. Which one? Hope. I'll make sure to send a wish his way if it helps. We can do one together. Always worth a try. I chose to mimic Ott and told all those around the table about the squealer. At the mention of that name, everyone thought I was crazy for helping him. But once I finished, they understood. On this special day, we both loved those unplanned selfless acts. Even if we didn't earn money from them, we got a different intangible reward. Hey, that's what I do every day. Pretty much anyway. And you're not wrong. We told jokes, we laughed, we ate delicious food, sharing and giving, spending time with loved ones. Unknowingly, we all captured the true meaning of Natal Tale. I started to notice Ott had been recording videos of our previous celebration. Suddenly, he shut off his phone and made a more serious face. Graf, it's time. We owe the truth to our parents. You mean... Yeah. Mom, Dad, we have some unfortunate news. Me and Graf, we won't be going to the drums. What? Graf, is that true? Yeah, all because of stupid rules. We explained how a lack of units from our labor forced us to pay for the cheapest item together. I'm sorry, Dad. I know how much this meant to you. Son, come here. Ott looked as if he was preparing to get the biggest scolding of his life. Those benevolent acts were a mistake. Spending your time on them was the cause of your failure. Excuse me. We've invested so much into your future, you had no right to do this. You failed me. You failed your family. But, Dad... Honey, I'm not sure... Shh! Come closer, son. And that's an order. That's what I would say if I was one of those heartless robots who only care about cool data. But I'm not. I'm human, and so are you. We make mistakes, and sometimes it's for the best. I understand the reasons why you did it, and I won't put the blame on you because, hey, I would have done the same. Come on, give a hug to your old dad. Um, they embraced each other, though with the expression on Ott's face, I could tell he was being hugged a bit too tight. As long as you, as long as you act with your heart, with reason, it will always support you. I'm not saying I'm happy about it, but we shouldn't accept it. The kids did the right thing. I'll solve this with the director tomorrow. That won't be necessary. We all lifted our heads to look at an unexpected scene. At the entrance were the director and Claire. What's going on? And who left the door open? I have the keys to the whole city. We've been here for a while and none of you even noticed. Are you guys drunk or what? Well, I'm not pleased about this intrusion of our privacy. What's going on? I'm here thanks to my son. Clay, what did you do exactly? The right thing, I hope. Let's just say I have a better understanding of the situation from earlier today. In addition, I noticed your efforts to celebrate this evening, even after a hard day of work. Despite not being the intended way, you've shown creativity and skill. Congratulations. Therefore, I shall grant you an exception. You can continue your studies and hope to integrate into the drum soon. For real? If Mom says so, then it is. Sucks I'll be stuck with you for a while longer. Thank you. I I want this chance. It won't be easy though. You're not done yet. Hey, Robot Madam, can you really bend the rules that easily? No rule was bent. It's solely about the interpretation. I can't punish students for not reading the rules when I didn't read them carefully enough myself. You mean you didn't write them? Maybe. Maybe we've been wrong about everything. Only time will tell. Now we're not going to be a bother much longer. No, please. You can stay with us a bit longer. Both of you. Ugh, you guys are way too corny and smelly in here. I'm gonna be sick. No worries, I'll hand you a good vomit bag. Graf, don't disrespect this scrawny lion boy. Scrawny? I'll show you, scrawny. Oh, come on, you got no chance in a fight against Brok. Just you wait. Clay, you're factually a scrawny mountain lion. Not you too, Mom. Don't mind the noises in the background if you hear them. Don't mind that. We enjoyed ourselves for a bit longer, and when it was all said and done, this was great. You know what would make this perfect, though? Snow. Sorry to disappoint, son. It's not like anyone could generate snow at will. I know. Well, I guess Shay could. She's not your regular human. Hey, wait. Maybe we can after all. The gun. What gun? You said you left a mattress around here, right? Yeah, in front of our building. Why? Brok retrieved a big weapon that looked like a toy and then left. We all followed him as he picked the mattress up, only to watch him tear a hole in it. Whoa! Hey, you're destroying it! Yeah, but for a good cause. He took the synthetic fibers, put them inside the gun, and shot it in the air. That actually worked. It's just like snow. The particles fell onto us gently, as though time itself had begun to move in slow motion. Wow! Well, it's not exactly the same, not as cold or quiet, Brok. Let's just enjoy this. Ott took his phone and started filming. Mom, should we tell him? Not yet. The slums deserve to experience it too. I was very pleased. Everything had turned out way better than I could have ever expected. Yet, there's still one part of Natal missing. Explain. The presents. Hey, I already bought myself something. No, Clay. Giving presents to others. What? Why? Well, as it so happens, I do have a gift for you, Graf. Really? Yeah. Marry Natal. A computer? Amazing, but how? I didn't even say anything. Hey, can't live with someone without figuring out a thing or two. Thank you so much. Maybe it can play games. Would you let me try it, Graf? Of course. I see. Son, I'll get you one too. Really, you would? Not today, but if you keep working hard, it's a promise. Consider this a late Natal gift to you. Awesome! We'll be able to play games together, even at a distance. I can't wait. But, Dad, if you have to use that money for something more important, then that's okay. Nothing's more important than you, son. Thanks, but this is getting embarrassing. Ugh. Still offering that vomit bag Graf, I feel like I'm gonna need it. Actually, I have something better. Here, Clay, for you. What? Your piggy bank? Why the heck would I want this barely less ugly than odd piggy bank? You bought this for yourselves. Just take it. I'm sure you're the biggest spender of us. I cannot deny that. Mom, why do you always have to shame me in public? I'm merely stating a fact. Well, thanks, I guess. Holy! Did I really hear what I think I did? I heard it too. It's called being polite, you dummies. Mom, why are you looking at me like that? Oh. Alright, enough. I get you. After all, my natural scent is amazing. I don't need this. Your perfume? Take it, Odd. Even if I doubt the most powerful fragrance could cover your hog stench. That's so cool. Thanks a lot, Clay. I'm out of here. Very well. This is our time to say goodbye. Thank you. He loves that piggy bank. Sure does. Look how hard he was holding on to it. After delicious water. After they left, we continued the improvised gifting. Among other things, I gave Ott a poster for the Master Tweaks. We were both fans of this musical group. I didn't really have anything to give to Brok, but he said he only wanted to see me happy. I'll still find something for him in the next few days. We were going to call it an evening, and Ott was leaving with his parents. The night had arrived, but it hadn't arrived alone. Curious inhabitants from our building noticed the bright decorations and were attracted like flies to a flame, so we spent a while to explain what it all meant. Soon people from the next uh, soon people from the next block came to visit, and then more from further away. Eventually they took videos of our decorations and posted them on the tri-web. The word was spreading, going viral. Me and Ott spent the last hours of the day making our own video too. We gave silly tips for making the decorations, which folks eventually considered as a tutorial. In another video, we used footage of our dinner to explain the meaning of Natal, why sharing was important to us, how gifts to others were much more rewarding than keeping them to ourselves. The next day, our video had garnered 1,000 views. Slumber kids reproduced our decorations, and soon the sector was filled with them. That day, most who followed Natal Untail's rules and bought goods for themselves, ended up giving them to someone close to them instead, promising that the next year they would get them something more personal. 2 days after it was the whole slums, our video was reaching hundreds of thousands of views. Basically, the entire slums population that was connected to the tribe will have experienced it, and it started expanding to the drums. We got asked how we made snow happen. Brok decided to spend some time using Shay's gun for children to have fun under the fake snow. One kid or two accidentally swallowed some of the fibers. Thankfully, they're okay, but that made Brok be more cautious. I asked Brok to pick up more mattresses. We left them at the entrance of the sewers. Hopefully that rat could finally have something soft to sleep on. Later on, a special announcement was made from the government. From now on, Natal would officially return. Under conditions, decorations could only be made from recycling old materials, and gifts were forbidden to be thrown away. We'll see how well these rules would be followed, but in the meantime, Ott and I were pleased to be the ones who started all this. They also promoted Santa and sold disguises. Children were invited to make a list of wishes. I was starting to get concerned that the commercial aspects would take over again. In addition, a spectacle was organized for everyone to see. Our mesmerized gazes were directed to the dome, which was generating fake snow. I suspect this is what inspired snow globes in the first place. Graph, look! Is it? Yeah. It's real. It's snowing. Merry Natal, everyone. Merry Christmas and Merry Natal. Wow, that was a lot of reading, but that was it. That was Brok the Investigator, Natal, the Christmas visual novel, pretty much. Oh wait, there's more. Hey boss, how come Reed gets to sleep on a mattress? It's no fair. What's that about? Says he found one under the pipe mail. So, you think it got sent through the pipe for him? Ha! Well, yeah. Reed. Yeah, Chief. Give me that. What? Hey! That's no fair, boss. You already got a bed, with sheets and a mattress and everything. Me is me, and all ya are yous. You can't be the only guy privileged. That's a source of conflicts. But it was left for me. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah? Prove it. Okay, so if all the guys get a mattress, don't that be okay, right? Ha. As if that could happen. Hey, Chief. There's now a whole lot of mattresses there. What the? This must be a Natal miracle. Okay. Scrolling through the credits. This was a pretty good visual novel. I really liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. Why the long face, officer? The others all took vacations for the natal period. The only one left is me and you. I always work because I'm useful. I love my job, but it's lonely. Well, let me introduce you to your new colleague. Hello. A tribot? It will assist you well in duties, way more efficient than any of us humans. Huh. if you say so. Glad to help. I'll get back to my office. You never leave this place, do you? This is a lot of us all in the police. Pleased to meet you. I have work to do. Leaving now. Catch you later, big furry human. Oh, Sin. Hi, my man. Wait, are you still at the police department this late on Natal Week? Yeah. We'd love to have you at our home for a special evening. Me and the two loves of my life. The two loves of my life, of course. Hi, Mr. Big Bear. You're so cute. Oh, hello, little one. I want to cuddle him with my teddy bear. Can I, Daddy? Oh, honey, he'll be our guest. You don't cuddle guests. See, you really have to come now, or you'll make a little girl really mad, or really sad. But I said to the chief, come on, man, this'll be fun. We'll have dinner, a lot of drinks, and we've got a gift for you. Deal. Thanks, man. You're my best friend. Same. At least he'll get to spend some time with someone, with a friend. At least. I think he deserves a break. If it's like the Natal holidays or whatever. Hey guys, come here. I've got something to tell you. Emergency contamination in the lab. All personnel must exit immediately. What? What's going on? You again, Mink? What have you done this time? Hey, calm down. Everything's fine. Surely you don't mean... Just needed your attention. Toying with the government instructions? Yeah. Every time. Toying with the government instruments, I see. I'll add this to your annual report. I wouldn't have to if you two would listen to me. So, what do you want? Ever heard of this new trendy thing? Natal? Well, I brought all kinds of decorations I made myself at home. Is that why you're interrupting our working process? Do you realize how much precious time I'll be losing by having my brain readjust? Yeah, ask the government to take it off my salary. Just look. They're, rubbish? Aw, I did my best. I can improve these. With some neon thermoplasma bulbs, I could transform them to be see-through walls. What? Tidy. Please install those garlands before we regret it. Yep. Starting the hanging process. Good, Tidy. And that's not all. Got gifts for you guys. You mean you are going to give me a present? Yeah, that's the spirit of this new thing. Here. Well, if you're at a loss for words, that means I did it right. This one's for you, Dr. Hush. Thank you so much, lad. These are nice socks. I noticed you always wore the same ones. Well, thanks for paying attention. I'm sorry, I don't have a gift for you. I have. You have what? A gift for you. Mink, you made me a gift? For real? Yes. I was waiting for the right moment. Oh my, you wrapped it perfectly. How? Well, I set up a new procedural mode, a model for my nanobot specifically trained on videos of packaging. This took a few days and used 60% of the energy allocated for the lab this month, but the result is magnificent. You did what? I needed a test subject to give this to, and Hush is out of question, so that only leaves you. Oh, you're at a loss for words too. The experiment is a success. In your face, Hush. That's Dr. Hush to you, and this is no competition, Dr. Mink. Look what you've done to our poor guard. He's crying. Huh? I've never gotten an actual present before. Thank you. Whoa. Please don't kill me. Mink, he's hugging you. Oh. I mean, oh. That's nice, actually. Now, how about you two actually... No! No! Then what was the point? You're just clueless as always, Hush. I give up. Be sure to check out the main game. This is based on... This is based on Brok the Investigator. Make sure to check out the full game. The original game. Share the word about this little Christmas tale with your friends. Posting a review/rating helps too. And if you enjoyed this, feel free to donate a little something. It will be used to make new Brok projects, and you'll get 15 digital postcards to send to your friends and family. Okay. Store page. Support the dev. Continue. Get ready for even more Brok content coming soon in the Brawl Star DLC. Wishlisted now. Brok the Investigator, the Brawl Star Brok visual novel. By the way, this game was entirely made with the Brok VN engine. Did you know you can make your own Brok adventures with it? And more. It's simple, and you don't need any programming knowledge to start with it. Check it out. Cool. Okay, well, that was it.
Press 2-finger tap.
Well, there you have it, guys. That was Brok the Investigator's new visual novel, a Christmas one. Brok Natal, A New Christmas. And that was it. That was really long, honestly. Yeah, that was heckin' long. It did say it was going to take like an hour to go through this, and it did. So, there you go. The story was pretty incredible. I liked it very much. Everybody got the chance to celebrate this new holiday, Natal. So, there you go with that. Alright, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. As always, I'm looking forward to seeing you in another video, whatever the video will be. And yeah. Okay, so, anyway, this was it. Hopefully you enjoyed. And as always, I will see you all next time for another new video. Whatever the video will be, that's where I will see you. Goodbye, everyone, and yeah. Man, I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know. But, I'm not doing this now. So, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed this visual novel. You can read this yourself by downloading this in the Play Store, which I did. And, that's it for now. I will see you guys next time in a new video. Goodbye to you all, and have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.